Uh, you want to be one of those people who just click away? Well, you can do it because I will not be putting in hot women in this video. I will be not showing you cats. I'll just giving you my raw opinion that cannot possibly manipulate you into, you know, listening to what I have to say. Because, like, you can listen to hundreds of people's opinions on the internet and get exactly anything you want, basically. Any opinion you fucking want. Any view of the world you fucking want. Especially when I'm actually poor and I must be probably always angry. Because that's one of the fucking principles, anyways. You have to be poor and angry all the time. That's the only way you're gonna be happy. There's the emotion, but there's also inner feeling of satisfaction of doing the right thing, you know. Because if you're gonna be, if you're not gonna be upset, you're not gonna have self-defense. You're just gonna be like, oh, you can take my money, yeah, sure. I will not defend myself against a rich person. Are you fucking kidding me? Holy shit. So people are being manipulated left and right, especially by women. You know, women are gonna fucking tell you, oh, I love emotion so much. I love when I can just put on fucking makeup and manipulate you. And honestly, everyone's a victim of this. Literally everyone. Because it's almost impossible to escape. Because you grow up that way. You become addicted to feelings, because that's the only thing that life has to offer. To some extent. Experience. I mean, you need it. You need it so much. Whatever you feel like doing, whatever you feel like consuming as an experience, whatever you think is gonna get you out of boredom, you're gonna try and do that thing. In fact, I'm like in the lowest tier as a YouTube creator, right? I'm not getting subscribers. Nobody's fucking clicking subscribe button. Everyone's like, dislike. I'm way smarter than you, but I don't have to actually talk to you or interact with you. I'm too scared to click a fucking Discord button. I don't know what that fucking is. You know. Well, you have a chance not to be one of those people, and actually talk to me. You know, prove that internet is somewhat about interaction and not about like, oh, I found a video in the first minute on my subscription box because I got a notification from fucking Mr. Beast or something. And now everyone is just gonna flood the comment section to say whatever it takes, guys, to get a few likes. And then you're gonna look back, and it's still gonna look back. Holy shit, dude. You said something very nice that people agree with. Yeah, oh my god. You're a fucking genius. And you did it fucking fast. You got those likes, man. I can't understand these people. I always like stop myself and like I really want to do this. I like participate in YouTube every single day, and this is one of those, you know, drugs that you can get yourself into. Press that bell button and fucking spy on your phone whenever there's anyone fucking uploading. It's the only notification you get from YouTube. I mean, I can't imagine these people, but I believe these people exist, because it's impossible otherwise. Like, I'm telling you guys, I have enough experience. This shit is impossible. And this shit is everywhere. Fucking 50,000 subscribers? 10 comments the first fucking minute, dude. At least 10 comments. No one is stopping on that one. No one is fucking watching your video, dude. I want those likes. I want to get satisfaction, experience, all that shit, man. I want to get through the roller coaster of emotions. It's my greatest fuck. I want that dopamine, you know. Dopamine is like the stupidest word anyone fucking invented. Cause like it's just scientific term for what happens in your brain. Oh, I observed your brain. I have dopamine myself after observing brain. It's like science observes itself, basically. Oh, I found dopamine. I get dopamine sometimes. I call this dopamine. You know what I call this? A punch to the face and banned from the internet, Mr. Science. Get the fuck out of here. Stop manipulating me, dude. I cannot be manipulated because I started appreciating facts. And when you start appreciating facts, what you want from life, what kind of experience you want from life, completely different. Alright? So thank you for surviving the first 6 minutes. That was fast, wasn't it? I literally don't feel time anymore. You know, some people would be like, but this is fucking 1 hour video, what do I do? I don't have time for this shit. Well, you have to find time. That's the first thing you have to do. You have to fucking figure out where to find time. And if you spend time fucking watching Mr. Beast videos, holy shit, he's gonna steal your time, he's gonna steal your money, he's gonna run away with it. Easily. And he's gonna give that money to someone else to manipulate them into watching his videos as well. He's a fucking cancer of YouTube because he potentially doesn't even bring any fucking value. Just like every single other YouTuber who wants to manipulate you by looking cute and sexy or very, very smart and intimidating or something like that. Oh, actually, I am smart and intimidating. Thanks for not subscribing, you know. I can be smart and intimidating if you don't like me, you know. I would actually try and manipulate you that way. But all I'm trying to do is actually tell the truth and react. And tell more truth and react and fucking keep going. Keep rolling the cycle of my cycle. Alright? Maybe it's a spiral out of no control and I'm hitting rock bottom because nobody cares because I live in a society and I have to, you know, comply. I'm not gonna comply. Fuck that shit. And we're gonna figure out why we shouldn't comply. It's a hard puzzle to solve, but it's definitely worth it. Because it's probably the greatest mistake of all time that people are making right now. Putting feelings over facts. And guess why? Shit. God damn it. That's not cool, guys. That's not cool. You're either not mature enough or not experienced enough. Honestly, I should stop the video right now and we should just laugh at people who just clicked away. You know, that's all we should do. You understand perfectly fine how to put facts over feelings. No problem, dude. Everyone who clicked away are fucking terrible at it. Alright? That's it. Congratulations. But if you don't subscribe, I'll shoot you in the cookie. You will not get that cookie anymore. You're gonna get crumples. I'm sorry, dude. I had to manipulate your feelings. But see, that's what it takes. It's like, oh, but give me experience, Gurnex. But give me. But you first have to understand me. You know? Let me give myself an experience. I always have to listen to my voice. Voice. In order to change it.
Wow. Experience, guys. So much experience.
Yeah, but it's fun. I'm not gonna lie. This is why this video is kind of almost on the fence, but I know it's bullshit. I know for a fact it's bullshit, because I know that facts come afterwards, and again, they change everything about life changes. If you keep spitting your propaganda, basically, properly, and the first fact that you actually learn is that you can manipulate people and to continue being babies, basically. You have to grow out of it. This is what happens to a lot of men, alright? They become, like, really attached to hot girls from 18 to whatever, to 30, you know? Well, and they cannot grow out of it. And I think, well, it's gonna happen to me too. And what do I do? What do I do? My feelings will control me, man. But then at the same time, then you tell yourself excuses and everything. And you figure out facts to fill in those, fill in those gaps in the feelings. If you feel a gaping hole in your heart or there's a heartbreak, you have to make excuses to yourself. You have to explain the situation. You know, whatever makes you feel uncomfortable, including my stuttering, by the way. I hope it makes you uncomfortable, because that will never change. You know, this fucking live. This is not scripted. This is straight out of my frustration. Not even my head. Not in my thoughts. It's just pure frustration of the experience I have accumulated so far that nobody's talking about, of all things. Even the people I trust the most, I trust the least. Again, I made a video of the worst YouTuber. And, wow. Is the person I trusted the most to tell the truth. And, nope. Not that guy. I'm not gonna watch his videos anymore. And he's not uploading videos anymore. Which is fucking weird, isn't it? Self-fulfilling bullshit. That's what it is, man. But this is the funny thing, because science is slowly realizing that there's something called quantum mechanics. And quantum mechanics is like when you observe something, it becomes a certain state. Like, I guess the easiest one and the most common quantum mechanics thing is the cat in the box. It's like, is it dead or alive? You don't know until you observe. So, again, technically, science is observing itself, but it's still getting the same experience as if you were observing life itself and trying to understand life. And honestly, why wouldn't you try and think about life instead? Oh no, I want to do science. But, okay. So, the only valuable thing about science, it just feels like a slightly different experience of life. Slightly different, but literally exactly the same. It's like, oh wow, we're figuring things about life that anyone could figure out if they have a fucking brain that just they think about it. Oh yeah, I do have brain farts in my brain. Oh no. And I cannot be controlled by fucking medication. Oh, you didn't figure that one out yet. Oh shit. Oh, you didn't figure that one out yet. Oh, science is so slow. Oh, but it's slowly, the scientism led by this Tom Cruise thing, like, what, 10 years ago? 15 years ago? He's like, I don't really like medication. Drugging children is kind of fucking weird. Oh boy. Look it up, man. Yeah. Am I the new Alex Jones and is like, YouTube, like, I know who you are, man. I don't like you. You spitting out opinions. People don't feel good about you, man. But I'm slowly growing without actually growing, How do you grow without getting subscribers is my question. But that's how YouTube's supposed to work. YouTube's supposed to let you stack things, no matter how many people hate you, no matter how many people reject you. As long as you're doing work on YouTube, YouTube has to respect that as a platform. And potentially, if everything goes to shit, all right, I'll be forced to make my own platform that you will only hear about when you get banned from the internet, because you will be not allowed into that platform when everyone else will be. You know, that's the only time you will hear about it. Because fuck you, you know? Alright? It's not necessarily your fault, but you have been manipulated so long that I will continue the manipulation in the scariest way possible so you start to wake up, you know? I will have to feed you feelings where you're going to be so scared you will need to grab facts, excuses, do whatever it takes to fill in the gaps, and quickly. You'll be set on fire, you know? Again, most of the people who are watching this not apply. It only applies to the quitters, basically, you know? But at the same time, like, Andrew Tate already told you what happens to the quitters. They're not gonna get into their Discord program that he got deleted from as well. I don't want to be deleted from Discord. I don't want to be deleted from the internet myself. It is war after all. And if you make a single wrong move, bam! The entire fucking project that you have been doing goes to shit. And the feelings do have landmines and everything. It is just pretty crazy. So one thing that makes you think, as an anti-argument, but you need to know all the landmines feelings have. You have to, like, feel things, you have to understand them by feeling them. But, I mean, there's a counter-argument to that, you know... So, you're saying I need to grab a feeling and, think about it? You know, analyze it and turn it into facts eventually? And every single feeling turns into a fact eventually? Yeah. There's not gonna be an anti-argument left behind. You know, we're gonna smash it. As garbage as it is, man. If you... let's tell you what happens if you just have feelings and you don't have any more facts left in your pockets. Well, what fucking happens? I wonder, you know. Have you ever felt manipulated, thrown into fire, or spiral of insanity? Oh, that's why. And there's so many more ways to say the same thing, basically. You have lost your mind. You have been successfully attacked and, you know, convinced that you are a terrible person in some kind of way. I mean, watch my previous video. You know, I talk about Onision. He's in a spiral of insanity at the moment, and I feel sorry for the dude, but grow the fuck up, man. You can get the fuck out of there. Unless you have manipulated people this whole fucking time, and now you're so easily manipulated by people because they have figured out how to do the same things to you. You know, karma really hurts, doesn't it? So, I don't necessarily support Onision unless he hears the message and he's like, oh, oof, that's what I have been trying to do this whole time, and get the fuck out of this spiral. But if he doesn't respect me, if he doesn't respect that I did a YouTube rewind and added all these people in there and explained every little single detail about YouTube, if these people don't respect that, bad things are gonna start happening eventually. Alright, I'll figure it out. I am a lazy person, I'm slow as a slug, but it doesn't fucking matter. The speed doesn't matter. The efficiency is what matters, And that also applies as an argument. Whatever thing you do, if you have the capacity to think, if you have enough time to think, do it. I am so fortunate right now. So fucking fortunate. I can make these videos. A lot of people are struggling, and government is like winning because of that. If you're not allowed to think, you're just stuck in a perpetual society, basically. It's like everyone's just running around doing random things, bumping into each other. Oh, babies. Out of nowhere. But the government is like, I don't like babies either. So we're gonna take that away from people. Government just basically wants you to be scared all the time, intimidated at all times. They don't really want to control your life and whatever you do every single day. They just want to make you scared so they have the power, to do whatever they want when they do want it. But they have to, choose carefully because they can only get one thing. And you know what they fucking chose? Fucking wear a mask. Oh yeah, a nice choice. Wear a fucking mask and stay inside. There's gonna be consequence for that. Mr. Government. You felt like this is what you want from us. Asking something from people is a very big thing to do. You got big balls in there. And I'll tell you this much. You're now outcast. Forever. There's no chance for the government to not be outcast anymore. We're like, screw this, alright? But you can feel it, right? You can feel it at least. I can cater to your feelings first, and then you have to sit down and break down those feelings and figure out, did this guy say the truth, or is this guy fucking making me wear a mask? Yes, I am making you wear a mask because you're a fucking asshole. Of course not. Why would I say that after you watched 22 minutes of this video? Why would I fucking say that? Not to you. Not to you. I want every stupid person to wear a mask so we could identify them. Alright? That's what I want. Now, when I put it that way, it fucking makes sense, doesn't it? Whoever complies, we don't want them in society anymore, alright? Because the government can easily manipulate them. We don't want them in society. It's so simple. Whoever keeps on wearing a mask. But now this feeling is fading away and we just want freedom. And the government is like, take the freedom. Talk with each other. There's still free speech. The moment they will hear a video similar to this, no free speech, guys. No, I feel really bad. I feel really scared and I want power back. I want my powers back. What do I do? You're not gonna get your you're just not gonna get it back. Not from me. I'm sorry, dude. You banned me from the internet? The internet shuts down. The internet disappears. I am the internet. You can't shut me down, you fucking assholes. The reason why I am the internet is because, think about it. What is the internet? I scroll YouTube. I sometimes scroll Instagram, and a lot of times I scroll TikTok. You know what these things have in common? This is the internet. And this can be outcompeted any fucking time. Anyone can fucking do it. Holy shit, it's the easiest thing. And if I can do it, then holy shit, man. Holy shit, I am the internet. It's not that fucking difficult. Alright? But I'm actually lazy and I have no idea how to make the platforms appear. But honestly, the moment I get deleted, we start working hard, boys. And I gather my people, you know, because I have the reach already to be banned in the first place. You know, so I'm ready. Fucking do whatever you want, man. I'm ready, whatever. I got the power of facts. I know exactly what's going on. And, how to combat this bullshit. The only thing I can't stop is a bullet to my head, but honestly, I don't know if people can even afford guns these days. Or raise a gun without peeing their fucking pants. By the power of God. Because think about it, you know. You can shoot someone in this life, but you will never get a second life, because you will be banned from there as well, you know. You ban me from this life? What if I am life? You know? But you're saying you are the god. Yes, unfortunately, there's the craziest fact that will make you think. And make you confounded, actually. Actually, feelings do matter. What if this is a reverse script all along? What if feelings actually matter and that's a fact? Which kind of underlines the stupidity of the whole thing. Wait, but you're saying that's a fact? Because the idea is that feelings and facts kind of go hand in hand and present you with a wild card, with a double wild card. Where, again, the same thing happened to Mr. Onision. They feed him emotional damage, basically. And then they hate him for it, you know? Why would you damage yourself emotionally, you fucking loser? Retard! But I was abused, guys. Believe me, I was abused. Stop crying, dude. Stop fucking crying. I fucking hate you, man. There's so many haters, I have to leave the internet. Okay. You can do that. But you can't delete the internet, can you? You can't do the other way around. Unless, you do have the power. And, you can only, like, recognize power through feelings. But it's better than that, right? You can only recognize power through... How do you say through? I forgot. Through? Yeah. Oh my god. It's English, man. I got my brain fart, guys. You can only through performance. This is just another fact, technically. Again, you have to be able to perform over and over again. And that's the most important thing, because if you perform, you will start stating facts. This is why, like, singing career is a very powerful thing. You'll start spitting out facts. If you have refined feelings, then you will have proper facts at the same time. They kind of go hand in hand, but they're not the same thing, unfortunately. Because, again, not everyone has the greatest experiences of all time, right? Being a YouTuber, or being, like, very liked by a lot of people, or even hated by a lot of people, there's certain range of feelings that you just simply can't reach, because they're too dangerous, you know? But some people have it. And you must feel pity for these people, because these people might need to be saved. I certainly need to save Rebecca Black, dude. I'll do whatever it takes. She's kind of in the similar spiral of insanity, just like Onision is. And honestly, now I see the pattern, because they have a very similar personality, too. I see them fucking going into that spiral out of control thing way too often now. Kind of my friend is doing the same thing. There's a way to fix this, but the way to fix this is for me to manipulate you guys. So you watch my videos constantly, you subscribe, you blow up my YouTube channel eventually. You crack the egg, basically. Honestly, all I should be showing on the screen is an egg. But, might as well do that. Here you go. There you go. This one. It's the greatest meme of all time, you must agree, right? This is my social media, and this is how it looks like. You can't access it right now, you can't fucking see it, you can't fucking taste it. You gotta crack first, alright? If it doesn't crack, it's ineffective for that amount of time, alright? If you're the first one to crack it, congratulations, dude. Congratulations. Because there's still empty spots, empty seats to my theater performance, to real performances. Right now, you think this is a fucking performance? Nah, the performance when I invite government on the table and feed it poison. Slowly and surely feed it poison. You know, that we have been eating this whole time. You know. Very simple stuff, and it will be very entertaining. I assure you guys. And it will cost $0 for most of you who were not manipulated. Alright. It's a very difficult thing to try and manipulate people into giving you money, but not watching your video. Not actually receiving anything in return. And I have to crack that code, because it's literally the opposite of what you usually want. You know, you usually want the greatest fans to actually contribute to your cause, right? But I want the opposite. I want people who are not watching my videos to fucking pay me. Pay the price for not watching my videos. Holy shit, man. That's the one I want. Anyways, the reason why certain things work on the internet is because people are first, and people are recklessly grabbing their values, you know. Is the opening of the store and everything's discounted usually because, well, you're first. But who's gonna be the repeat customer is the question. It's the real question. You might be first. Yeah. Tell me about it. Nobody respects first. I'm sorry, dude. You're first to bang your head into the wall and fall down and cry yourself to sleep. Because you made a tiny bit of a mistake, tiny bit of blunder, you know. Tiny bit of a chess move that cost you fucking hundredth millions. Whoopsie daisy, man. Whoops. You know what the worst chess move is in the chess community? Being good at chess is a bad chess move. I'll tell you that much. Here you go, try and figure that one out. Or it's just of course. But it's just my feeling. Everything's just my feelings, guys. I'm confounded about that one. Everything you say is just your feelings. Oh, you don't know the definition of facts. Oh, fucking sorry about that. Should have started with that one, didn't I? Nah, I should have started with feelings first. And then we're realizing slowly, okay, maybe I don't know exactly what that one is, what that other thing is. I'll explain. I have time. Oh, no, it's the end of the video. See you guys next time. That's how it works. I think I put a star because I think it's a fact. I think. Or do I feel? Which one is it? Am I right? When are you just consumed by feelings? And when are you consumed by facts instead? And when are you using both? Again, using both is a wild card. So when you have to choose, you always stick with facts. Because you understand you can recreate feelings. That's the thing. That's the thing, dude. Not sure how deep the rabbit hole goes, but we have a counter argument. We need a super counter argument, but we only have a counter argument, meaning that if you have facts, you can recreate feelings. Seems pretty simple enough, actually. It's just so comfortable. I mean, I have not received criticism of how I do things. Maybe my opinions don't appeal to a lot of people. It's like, I don't want this. What do you want? And that's why. That's how we're gonna make them pay. Alright? So we have to slowly figure out. That's how we're gonna make them pay, boys. I will make everyone pay for not caring about me. Alright? Everyone. See, the problem is I could make TikToks and I probably would get millions of views. I guarantee you I would get millions of views. It's not the easiest thing to do, it's quite a challenge, and it's probably where I will start next, when YouTube fails, because it will fail miserably anyways, it already did. I mean, think about it. I'm here for, 8-10 months now? It will be 10 months in the end of the year. I just want to see what the impact YouTube Rewind is going to have. If it's not going to have an impact, I will move on and do something else. But I will stick around watching YouTube, collecting information, performing. I'll just do something additional in the background, just in case. Just because my feelings are now like, I'm so disappointed, I don't want to be in a spiral of just downfall, being sucked in, doing something that's not effective anymore, or apparently is not effective. I still have to discover those things, and that's the problem, It's really easy to be manipulated. Feeling? That was weird. Here's how it works. It's a very interesting thing. You can get ignored. And then, if you are ignored in life, and most people choose ignorance as their weapon of choice, if you are being ignored in life, what the fuck do? You can't just keep going and doing the same thing over and over again. You gotta do something that cannot be ignored anymore. Right? But, by all means, allow ignorance to take place. So it shows the full colors. Full spectrum of ignorance has to be disclosed, You have to see what happens. Alright. See what happens. So, I collected a lot of bullshit. And this is number 14 bullshit. Let's try and figure out which bullshit is it. Da-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Rejection. Censorship. Sub is gold. Here we go. Number 10. I think I'm correct. So censorship is bullshit is number 11. Rejection is bullshit second part. So doesn't necessarily count anymore. It stacks in a different direction entirely. So it's... yeah, I don't think it counts. On the fence of nofap, but it's 12 because we realized it's bullshit. Being virgin is gold. And then we have number 13. Taylor's favorite, you know. Taylor loves this number. And Taylor did not got a good year to express reality properly, you know. It's just a year that suddenly disappeared. Yeah, I'm talking about Taylor Swift, yeah. Because I consume so much content that these people actually, like, exist in my life. It just happens. Don't question me, guys. It just happens. Because you understand them so very well. You understand their every single move, essentially. Every single wish list, basically. If you have their wish list, you understand the person. It's very simple. What do you mean, bold? Okay, I'll separate these things. You have them. Now, this could be in multiple things. You have them in your heart. Yeah, you have them somehow in real life. You have the connection, unseverable connection, that will inevitably result into something. Maybe you're just gonna have an interesting dream or something. Because I have had every single girl in my dream, and I probably even kissed Rebecca Black in my dream. I don't exactly remember how it went. Did I kiss her in the lips? But something like that. I was holding her and, like, comforting her, something like that. I don't know what is it? Yeah, the context of dreams, because dreams don't really have context, but they do have characters. Okay? Things you're connected to. At least for me. But if you're lucid dreaming, I don't know if you're having that sort of different dreams, to be honest. I think people are just bragging. They're just like, oh, I know that I'm in a dream, but I literally will do nothing about it, you know? Nothing, dude. Or they're gonna, like, ask time for this random character in a dream, and the dream character is gonna be like, oh, you want to be scared. Alright, let me scare the shit out of you so you stop asking questions. So you stop being lucid all the time. You know? Because lucidity is not just about knowing that you're in a dream, but being able to actually control the dream properly without dream just rejecting you. And I shouldn't be talking about dreams because that's a scary concept. But I thought I had to mention that as well, because I see these celebrities in my head, but only these 4. The 4 ones that I really fucking care about. The other celebrities, I did see PewDiePie, I did see Mr. Beast a lot. And my list kind of ends there. I did see Ant Venom in my dreams, like, gifting me some kind of fucking Lego house or something. And I've seen Ant Venom maybe multiple times. I don't know what else, guys. I've seen Justin Bieber. I've seen Justin Bieber fucking come up to me, and we talked about his relationship with Selena, like some crazy shit. But honestly, fuck you, Justin Bieber. She's mine now. Nah, it's probably not gonna happen. I'm probably not gonna date a celebrity either. But you never know. I have to have an open mind that anything can happen. And flip the script can happen. And this is a performance. This is acting, technically. It's like fantastic. If a celebrity bumps into this video of, hey, Selena Gomez, you want some real drugs? Oh, fucking watch this video right there. That's what could happen, you know? Calling it out as it is, man. It's like she gets into the drug rehab again, and she's like, someone is like, oh, you watch this video. You're spiraling out of control. There's a person that actually cares about you this whole fucking time. He's just a fan, you know. No, fucking listen to this video, because it's digital drugs. You don't even have to say that. It's like, the only way you can make someone not addicted to drugs is to give them drugs. Just different kind of drugs, you know. Addiction can't be removed. It can only be replaced with another addiction of some kind. Okay, you must understand that part. I don't know how to put it in a sentence. Oh boy. Oh boy. Every single time I see a fact, basically it's a fact, you know. It's just something I've learned in life over time, and I thought about it a lot. And I am able to say it out loud. It's a fact. Not a feeling. It came through feelings into reality. Alright? Into logical, not necessarily an observation. It's more of a conclusion of why I felt this whole way a certain way. Right? I'm able to look back and fucking talk about it. If you test out how valuable Andrew Tate is, you will realize he has been doing the same thing and putting facts over feelings for a long time now. Because he's being able to talk even better than I am. I'm fucking jealous. Because he's being able to talk under pressure, and I wouldn't be able to do that. But maybe you turn off a certain piece of your brain and activate it, and I could sit here with a crowd of people and be able to fucking talk anyways. But I would still not do it, because it's too risky. It's too risky. I must be able to have a pause and play button at any point. And potentially, I will revolutionize every single interview, podcast, all this shit, because you need that pause button, whatever it takes, man. Now I'm addicted to that pause button. You can't take it away from me, dude. You need that pause button. I'm telling you guys, you gotta use that pause button. I know the first one is for free, but you will have to pay $10 for it, but it's totally worth it, guys. Every single time you press a pause button, you have to give me $10. But it's totally fine, guys. I don't want to become rich anyways, so I'll literally give you your money back. If I want to, you know. If you deserve it. That's gonna be my policy. Yeah, you'll basically have to work until you get your money back, which is stupid, isn't it? Not necessarily work, because, again, in the circle of being correct all the time and being the edge of society, in terms of technological edge, actually understanding technology and understanding what can be improved in society, the moment you understand these things, all you really want to do is work, because you're working on yourself, you're improving your understanding of how to improve that one thing that you want to improve, and understanding that that's kind of what life is about. You have to appreciate everyone and what everyone else wants, and that's the way you're going to get what you want in the end. You're going to be the last one laughing, basically, because, well, I gave you this, I gave you that. You're gonna be the devil, basically. Oh, you wanted this? I give you this. You wanted this? I give you this. You realize I want something too, So what are you gonna do about that? Because what I gave to you is a bomb that will explode, and you need a detonator for that bomb. I mean, you gotta disarm the bomb. I'm sorry about that. Someone just exploded when I said the wrong thing. But it is what it is, man. As the devil, and I'm not the devil, I'm just like acting as a devil because I'm giving people what they want. But then, I will want something in return by by default. And if I don't get what I want, whatever you just got just fades into nothingness and slowly consumes you because you are attached to what you want all the time. This is why rejection really hurts. I mean, it's pretty crazy stuff. You basically taken a setback to what you always wanted, and now you remember Swoozy, and it's like he's being constantly rejected technically because he never really found a proper relationship. If he would have found a proper relationship, he wouldn't be making videos alone anymore. I'll tell you that much, okay? When you find a meaningful relationship, it kind of consumes the entire life, and now you're with that person very often. You just want to share the same experiences you have performing to other people, and you want that person to actually learn how to do the same thing so they can relate to how uplifted you are when you are doing that performance. I mean, it's very important that people that you're connected with kind of achieve the same skills that you have. It's important to like share skills because uh different problems require different uh configurations of skills. So you never really know which kind of skills you will need to escape the stupidity of people that play Tails Runner. Stupid Curry. Can't even fucking send me a message anymore. What a fucking stupid Pikachu. It's like, I'm Wild Pikachu now! Get the fuck out of here! Now I need another detective. And probably not a Pikachu anymore. Holy crap, man. I even named him properly, I think. He was originally Cold Fury, so you just shortened it up, as they often do. Disgusting. Like, literally, when I disappeared for a year, there was more chatting than when I appeared. It's like, what are you guys doing? What are you guys fucking doing? Now that I disappear, now you fucking care? No, you don't. No, you don't. There's just some kind of instinct. Just like there was this thing on YouTube. I don't really appreciate it, but I think I'll bring it up just because there's this guy who made the last YouTube Rewind, so we're gonna trash the shit out of him, right? We're gonna have to cancel him because he's probably gonna do another rewind. But you know what happened? He never really made a reference to his rewinds. He never really hyped up people for that. You know, I'm the last message that has the word rewind in it. Nobody even asking for it yet. You know, nobody even cares about this shit. I care so much. But I'm realizing this is the most popular rewind on YouTube right now from this guy. So if I can just shit on this guy real fast in his Discord, which is like a very sensitive place to be, the fact that I am in his Discord, I can say whatever I want at any moment and send the most disgusting message of all time that would completely destroy his ego, you know. Technically, I will make a YouTube Rewind on December 1st. I don't have to remove a day because today is still pretty early. And it's kind of interesting to keep track of days. I think that's pretty cool. Although never mind. I don't have to complain. There's just one feature that I forgot to add. I'm stupid. But it happens. But if you're stupid, you have to admit you're stupid and immediately implement the feature. I really hope that from my subscription box, this shit is gonna disappear. These shorts that people are uploading gonna go away, because I don't want to see shorts. Shorts not my thing. I consume YouTube and I actually run out of content very fast. No matter how many subscriptions I have. Because 90% of people I don't want to watch, and the 10% of people that I do want to watch, they don't upload every single day. There's 1% of people who just playing Hearthstone and they upload every day, and it's like, it's a completely different experience, and I kind of have to like appreciate it for what it is. These guys upload every day, alright, and I watch them. So, and they upload on a very specific schedule as well, so they kind of go hand in hand very often, which is interesting, to say the least. Oh boy, I talked for an entire hour without clicking this button. Isn't that crazy? But we haven't even started investigating what is going on. But we kind of did ask the most meaningful questions, right? We just need to know what facts are. And again, it's still pretty difficult to like separate these two things, because they kind of go hand in hand. You need to use feelings and facts at the same time, right? You have to figure out what is the most effective way to influence people, not manipulate people, but influence people. How can you give them the experience that they need to understand what you want from life, and how, and what is it worth, right? Because if people make the trade, they need something good in return as well to happen. So the trade has to be worth it, basically. People have to deliver what you want, and the trade has to be worth it. And you have to, explain to these people around you. Trading with me is totally worth it, guys. Oh boy. Now I have to recoup. Like, we're entering hour number 2, and I need a new story that would make me go haywire. We attack the government, we attack society in general. What else do? We attack capitalism by saying trade all the time. We kind of did that as well now. See, the problem is, I'm realizing, like, you cannot follow celebrities that easily. Because you can't relate to them. You potentially gonna get the exact opposite experience, because now you're competing with them, and they're the first ones, so they're the winners, right? Well, the real competition is obviously who gets to feel good. And it is. Is that competition. We are in competition of feelings, not facts, unfortunately. Because another confounding thing that I need to easily counter. In fact, I'm realizing that I'm on the fence, because they're both like valuable things, and that's another fact technically again, right? But I could say that everything is a fact. I could just say that. Attempt to manipulate you into thinking that everything's a fact. And And I think I found the crown argument that kind of solves the whole puzzle, right? Kind of we'll start crumbling things down from there. Because again, we can't just leave confounded things. I'm telling you, there's a specific pattern that you have to follow in order to understand this shit. Oh, it's orange now. Disgusting. Well, we're not gonna keep orange, that's for sure. Here we go. I know it's gonna hurt some eyes, but trust me with it. Trust me with your bleeding eyes. Wait, what is that? Oh, YouTube rewind button. I can paint that? Here you go, boys. Here you go. Here's how we're gonna draw from now on. Found the right brush. Alright. So, everything can be a fact. Obviously, some facts are bigger than others. That's also a fact. So, what matters is how you apply synergies, how you apply just a sequence of things, how you order things, how you make your moves. Just all those things matter, and they create bigger and bigger facts, more and more powerful facts. So technically, I could just, because there's a difference, right? When I hit the star and when I don't hit the star, there's a difference. That means I made a bigger fact because I made a more relevant fact to what we're trying to solve. I mean, I could just talk nonsense and it would still be some kind of fact in some way. But yeah, nonsense is also one of those things that if no one can understand it, there's no reason in talking nonsense because it probably doesn't, even you don't understand it properly. If other people can't understand it, you're probably in the same category as them, you know. All I'm doing is just talking to myself, and if you can't understand that, then holy crap, man. Why would you be watching this video? But of course you can. So, that's nice. That's real nice. Wait, did I say that I will punish people for not caring about me? That's kind of stupid. I don't want anyone to be punished. Technically, that's kind of how it works, you know. Punishment doesn't work. You have to reward people for following you. So technically, people shouldn't be punished. You should just make favorable trades with people, and all the earnings that you receive, you should share it with me as well. Because, like, I technically helped you quite a lot, right? So instead of sharing, instead of paying me for things that I do and pretending that that sort of trade kind of matters, you have to tell yourself a story and understand how much I helped you. You know, the first thing you gotta do is fucking download my thingy and fucking use it and understand how long you're watching my videos, how much you're learning, how much you like them, you know, how much you're willing to consume. Usually it just comes down to time. And how long are you sitting here and consuming my videos? Are you down in this rabbit hole? Because you are down in this video. I don't know if you're watching every single one of these. And increasing my watch time, which is the only metric that YouTube gives a fuck about, right? Right? Please. Please, YouTube, don't tell me that everyone has to, like, watch first 30 seconds of my video and then you really care. I don't care if people reject me or not. What I care about is that there is that one person that watches the whole thing. And that's the winner. Alright? I want a winner. I'm okay with having as many losers as it takes to get that one winner. Alright? It just doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter how long you get rejected as long as you get what you want in the end. And that's kind of one of the first things you have to learn when you making a business or something like that. And potentially, I do have to like find ways to find more videos about Andrew Tate, just so I could listen to his fucking facts, right? I could be a winner of Andrew Tate. No, everyone's watching his videos, so I don't care about that. You almost don't need to care about influential people because they're gonna show up over and over again. But at the same time, it's like, you do have to care because everyone cares. But you have to care in two ways, right? You have to care about celebrities, as well as a common person who's actually willing to respond to read your comments, to give a fuck in general, right? These are the people, man. These are the people you have to appreciate because that's the only interactivity you can actually have on the internet. Thinking that you're gonna be the first one to comment and get a bunch of likes and replies or something like that you will not care about anyways, potentially, because you won't be able to reply without paralyzing yourself and thinking like, what if people will start hating me because I don't have a reply anymore? I said something smart at first, but then just wind blew me away, and I disappeared. Oh boy. Welcome to the internet, guys. I still remember that thing. You can shut me down. But I have to work extra hard. You know, I have to realize, oh my god, something crazy happened, and I have to work extra hard. Where the fuck will I find the motivation to work? If I already have all the things I want, to be honest. So, like, what's the point for me to fucking work? But I also want security, and security is actually very difficult to get. Because anything can change at any point. The fucking purge can happen, and the entire world just turns upside down. The gravity stops working. All I want is, like, security that things are not gonna go to shit anytime. Some fucking nuclear war starts. I don't want that fucking to happen. So yeah, in general, I just need security because I already have everything I want. So I just need security. And most importantly, I will keep wanting more if I'm capable of actually getting more. Because that's the only way you're gonna get security. Because when people start taking things away from you, they will slowly do it, and potentially you will have something left anyways. And the moment you can counterattack, you're gonna be able to do that. You will still have a weapon left in your hands to take back what's yours. I mean, it's the scariest thing, to be honest, to actually completely lose yourself. But sometimes facts are like telling you sometimes. It's the scariest thing, to be honest. And it's another confounding thing. So I don't know if we're winning or losing right now, because, like, there's like 4 of them. Sometimes facts will tell you to only use feelings. But, I did that, and it sucked. Most of the time. But potentially you still have to do it. And, you will do some stupid shit when you're in that state of mind. Where you're just using feelings. Like... Potentially, this is how you get in trouble very easily. But sometimes you need to get in trouble. What is that circumstance? In what circumstance can you possibly get into trouble? Again, when you're cornered and everyone's stealing shit away from you, potentially just waiting for the last moment, because you have to like allow it to happen. There's nothing you can do, because if you start fighting, people might start fighting back. But you have to wait for that last moment. If you saw a movie in time, if you haven't saw a movie in time, it's about time for you to watch it. Probably my second most favorite movie, because I also watched it a bunch of times. My first one is obviously Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. We should watch it soon. Damn, I didn't even think about it. We should watch it. We definitely need Scott Pilgrim universe to actually be in YouTube Rewind. I have to have it. So we're definitely doing this next video. Rewatching Scott Pilgrim in some kind of new fashion, because there's this community of people who like the movie, and I definitely need to extract all the value I can get from that community in time where the main I like to call it a character, not like protagonist or some bullshit name, just the character takes back control the last second. So, normally this is what happens in life, right? The moment people stab you in the back and we're like, oh, I can get away with that, they'll keep on stabbing you in the back various ways until potentially just take your life. One way or the other without actually committing a crime. Yeah. Or they do commit the crime and they get away with it anyways. You never know who has enough power to do that. Law is not a law unless someone is enforcing the law, and some people can bend those things very quickly. Especially if you step into a wrong country at the wrong time, you might get fucking shot at. Easily. But we were at war. I'm sorry, guys. You shouldn't have fucking walked in here. Hoping, you know. So the idea is, you know, you give the false sense of hope that, oh, you can be stabbed in the back multiple times. But what you're actually giving is the fact that you're just holding on to the fact that you can't fight. Fighting is never the answer. Obviously, if people put you in a corner, you have to fight back as best as you can. And that can happen at any moment. But, I just can't imagine that happens. Because the thing is, it's a very slippery slope. And if you don't do it properly, if you are put in a position where you actually have to fight, you did it in a wrong way. Alright? Because things escalate, right? People are trying to steal things away from you. First 10%, you just fucking let it happen. Whatever. Just ignore. Right? Then you put pressure on them. Because now they're stealing a lot of shit. And then it keeps going up. You keep figuring things out of how to fight these people without actually fighting them. How to put as much pressure as possible. Because there's less and less people who are capable of actually climbing the whole thing and destroying your life in the end, right? It gets harder and harder because a lot more people get involved into that shit. Alright? To try and protect you. Guardian angels from everywhere. Fucking God himself will come down and protect you. Just so nobody fucks with you unless you do it to yourself. Unless you like, oh, I'm not actually here, I'm like here. And someone just takes it away from you. And then you realize, oh, I just died. You know, you just have that realization after the fact. Oh yeah, I just did that and I died. Congratulations. Congratulations. Well done, guys. I do think whatever you can feel is a fact. Is a way to like consume facts without necessarily learning any facts. Alright? And that's why facts are just that's the crown. Alright, that I forgot to add. The crown argument is you can feel facts or you can understand them. In other words, you can remain a consumer and just have feelings, or you can have an opinion. Holy shit! The most forbidden thing in the universe, am I right? You have no idea how long I worked to reach this state of mind. And technically, again, the first thing you have to do, the first feeling you must have, you're here, and you need as much protection as you can get. So you have to have good relationships with your parents, because you never know when you actually need to live with them instead of renting a place. You know, you need to have an okay relationship with your friends. You can leave your friends behind because they need to grow themselves. You just give them space. They don't want to interact with you. You don't interact with them. It's totally fine, you know. You don't have to chase them. Or you could chase them, but as long as you're actually providing value and not being a fucking bitchy little shit that needs friends all the time. Because nobody likes that kind of person, okay? And at the same time, you would be an easy target if you have so many friends. The moment you're vulnerable, you're an easy target to be completely obliterated. So this is why you don't really want to have friends, I'll tell you that much. Probably the mistake that Andrew Tate did is get too many friends. Like so many that he couldn't handle it anymore properly. So he's like, I don't like women anymore. Here's what I think about women. Oh, bet. Oh, how did that happen? It's so weird, because, like, it's kind of obvious, right? It's kind of obvious that the internet, controllers of the internet, just simply didn't give Andrew Tate a chance to explain himself. But then when he tried to explain himself, he just kind of doubles down because he thinks that he is in control of the internet. He's the internet. And looking at Andrew Tate, I'm like, yes, you're probably the most valuable person I've ever met. But if you'll say you're the internet, not only the internet will not accept you in return, alright, ever, forever, but it will chase you down and destroy your life. You can send this to Andrew Tate if you want, but, like, I wouldn't do that just yet, because he will destroy my life very quickly. You know, have you seen the size of cigars that he has? It's fucking crazy. He would destroy me with that. He could just easily reach, just like that. He's fucking sitting here, bam, cigar, impaled. I mean, it's pretty fucking scary, I'm not gonna lie. But, if I understand Andrew Tate correctly, he like, respects a lot of people, and I have to respect him in return, and I have to find another way to disrespect him. So he feels respected, but I still disrespect him in general, just in case he's a threat or something. If he's not a threat, then respecting this guy, of course I can do it. But he's earning too much money, so why would I respect him? That's not fair. I will never do that. There is not a single rich person that deserves respect. It's just not how life works. Because celebrities and rich people come to life, come to being as such, because they have manipulated you this whole fucking time, and you fell for it. You know, they're just the best at manipulation, not necessarily best at helping people, because if you help people, you just kind of lose everything, and then you stay happy in that special place, not necessarily where you lose completely everything, you lose everything that you don't need. You just kind of lose it. It doesn't even matter to you anymore. And everyone's like, oh, I guess take it for free? What just happened? It's not a Mr. Beast challenge, okay? Random people will not necessarily get it for free. Because you don't like losing things after all. You need to make sure that these people are not random by any means. These are people who are actively stealing from you, you know, and the further they're gonna get, the more they're gonna get. It's just the same pattern. It's just you must not think about life in terms of money, because there's money maybe on this, in this scale, and then you have a little bit of money here, but the most of the money is over here, and everyone can steal that very easily. All right, they can provide value to you very easily that will end up costing you, because you have to think about Mr. Beast again, and he's actually paying to feel good. That's what he actually is doing, and actively saying to people, I just want to feel good. Oh, it feels good to make other people feel good. Oh, what a principle. You figured out the best principle in the universe, Mr. Beast. Wow. Except it doesn't work very well. And every single celebrity is doomed to collapse eventually. The moment manipulation is off the table, celebrities just run fast, because people don't like you anymore. You know? You haven't experienced that yet. You haven't experienced the backlash against celebrities. But I imagine this happens. Because, again, they can't manipulate anymore. But they're still in the public eye. They're still being looked at very carefully. So, shit can happen from that point forward. And I imagine it does. I just never really heard a story about the celebrities, but they do disappear, and I wonder what happens afterwards. Do they keep their wealth, or it all goes down the drain and they just get completely obliterated? I mean, I don't want to bring up Michael Jackson. That would be fucking disgusting, right? I'm talking about a dead dude. But, why would a celebrity die like that? It's kind of crazy. I think there's a handful of examples, and it's a very simple example. You must understand that anytime there's some kind of a backlash, and this is what it is, right? You have to sell your soul, basically, in order to survive as a celebrity. And it's like, well, you sold your soul, so you have all this money, but money means nothing. That's the whole point. This is why you don't actually see celebrities failing, but they get drug addictions, they get rejected from society, they get all sorts of nasty fucking things happen to them because they're celebrities, because everyone wants to manipulate them. Eventually, you know. I'm a fan. I want a vulnerable celebrity right now, the one that I like. You know, you're observing that celebrity as a fan over and over again, and hoping that your dream will come true, whatever degenerate dream you fucking have about them. So, again, I have all these feelings. I had to collect all these feelings carefully to be able to talk about them and to express different approaches in life of what people are actually experiencing themselves. This is a pretty crazy skill to have. I've never seen anyone get to my level before. So it is a little bit scary, I would say, to know all these facts. Because, what about it? You know, like, am I manipulating you by giving you facts? What am I gonna get in return? There's all sorts of questions. Which is, I don't like it, man. I don't like it. What was the 13? We used the number 13, and the 13 is, Wait, but you're saying that's a fact. Because everything is a fact. And technically, everything is a point. Regardless how many feelings we had. Everything is a fucking point. Right? But yeah, this is the strongest one, and hopefully we can break down the other ones, other confounded things, using this tool. Right. Hopefully this works. It's just a very simple statement, right? Most people just consume things, and they want to feel good, and the perpetual motion of just wanting to feel good is actually quite self-destructive. Because, here's why, right? You will never feel good if you don't have security. Alright, deep down, it's like there's a clock ticking, and, shit is gonna go down at any moment, man. And your life is gonna be ruined. Because you didn't pay attention, and it didn't work hard enough to keep what you have. It's that fucking simple. You have to pay attention to everything, because everything is a threat, potentially. The food you eat, the people that surround you, the way they interact with you, every single fucking thing is a threat. You have to decode it, you have to spend a lot of time thinking about it. And honestly, I do not have a bad experience about YouTube yet. Alright? My experience on YouTube is fine. But I need YouTube to enforce people to subscribe eventually. Subscribe by force. But I want to let people choose to subscribe. Shut the fuck up, YouTube, okay? Someone clicked on my video and watched like 10 minutes of it, and that's not a subscription? What the fuck do you mean, man? But they watched your Elder Scrolls Legends video, and they don't want to watch any more other videos. Fuck off, man. Fuck off. I like Elder Scrolls Legends. If you like Elder Scrolls Legends, congratulations, we have something in common. Run as fast as you can now, and think about other things. Not just that one thing we have in common. Okay? It's a warning sign that I'm putting everywhere, dude. One thing is not good enough. You gotta get everything under control in order to have security. I do think it's a crown. There's no way it's not a crown. One thing is not good enough. To achieve security, which sounds kind of stupid because, like, what are we talking about? One thing? What do you mean? one subject. Let's put it that way. So if you, again, it's the same, let's go back. Let's go fucking kick science one more time. We'll fucking beat up science, and the science is like, crawling back home. Fuck you, science. You're still alive? Let's fucking destroy this guy's life, man. Whoever's name is Science, well, we're gonna fuck him up real fast. Cause, people are trying to, like, hijack science and say that you are, saying that you are spreading misinformation, which is misinformation, and very hypocritical for them to do, thinking that, oh, we have all the facts. You have to prove that, and you have to prove that for hours and hours and hours and hours, and pretty much do exactly the same thing as you already did, but to other people in public. Alright? You have discovered the truth. Congratulations, you're only halfway there, because you have to share the truth. So unfortunately, misinformation is not a thing, because people will never respect a rule of, like, stop misinformation. What does that fucking mean? That is misinformation if you're trying to confuse people with a stupid rule. And you deserve to go into prison for being a stupid hypocrite. Holy crap, man. People will fucking go to prisons for saying stupid shit. Alright? Don't get me wrong. Misinformation will be dealt with, but for fuck's sake, don't tell me something is misinformation when you have been silent this whole fucking time. It's like, there's that one dude sitting in the fucking classroom, and he's pointing a finger at me. Misinformation, I don't like you anymore. Oh my god. After school, you're fucking dead, dude. You have been silent this whole time, and the first thing you do is spread hatred. Holy fucking shit, science is awesome, isn't it? Yeah, this is why being silent is not a good thing. Just using social media to post whatever you like is, not a strategy that you want to fucking follow, man. I'm sorry, dude. I hope you're not that fucking stupid. To be like, oh, I'm just gonna post the good moments of my life. And that moment stacks, you know, and people will respect me more. Oh shit, I need to delete most of my stuff. Which is what sometimes happens as well. People are like, oh, I have to delete everything because people are not respecting me anymore. Yeah, you easily manipulate it, aren't you? Because if you start posting the things that other people like, and other people relate to, and you only post that one thing, again, you're doing that one subject, which is not good enough for security reasons. You have to secure yourself, man. And that's the best motivator. I am YouTube CEO because I know the best motivator of what's gonna motivate you to make YouTube videos. You gotta fucking secure yourself. By all means necessary, dude. A lot of people are gonna be generous and they're gonna straight up hate on you having some kind of problems in life. Yes, it will come in a form of like, oh, I'm so sorry that this happened to you. I wish I could help. But instead I'm hating on you secretly and you don't even know that. You know? It makes me angry, but technically you shouldn't get angry. You should be thankful that these people tell you this stuff. Kind of, indirectly. You still have to dig around and talk to them, you know? Interact with them and realize, oh, they just want to run away as fast as they can because they feel uncomfortable or some stupid shit. Or they realize themselves what they did and they feel insecure all of a sudden. It's like, isn't it fun being an introvert? Because the moment people try and interact with an introvert, a very weird thing happens. The introvert turns into an extrovert, and the extrovert turns into like a little piece of shit garbage throw into the can and set it on fire thingy. Alright? I don't believe in extroverts, to be honest. Extroverts are fucking garbage. But just like, Mr. Beast took over the world, and he's an introvert of all things. He didn't like talking to people. He only liked making YouTube videos. And that's the way you get the ball rolling, is understanding that there's no such thing as being an introvert or extrovert. But there's definitely a thing called being stupid. Okay? Holy shit, man. So I am definitely criticizing a lot of things here. I don't want to get out of hand. Potentially, maybe extroverts do exist. I've just never met one. Extroverts? Who are they? Where are they, dude? Where the fuck are they? Is a person extrovert because they go outside more often than other people? You call that a fucking extrovert, or just a stupid person because he's wasting time outside? There's nothing in real world right now happening. Everything's on the internet. Everything's uploaded on the internet. I'm sorry, dude. You're not gonna find real things appealing anymore or valuable anymore. Prove me wrong, dude. Extroverts are these people, that steal wealth from other people actively. These are extroverts. Oh, the moment I disappeared, there's a bunch of extroverts around me. That's what it takes for an introvert to disappear, and then there's extroverts? Is that what's going on? No, there's no such thing. If you research this stuff, you're gonna realize that there are personalities, and personalities don't necessarily have extroverts or introvert types. There's more like active or passive types of personalities, but it's as close as we can get. It's not the thing that we can call introverts and extroverts, but it's close. All right. I'm not gonna explain it exactly. I just want to tease you guys for how much content there is in my head right now. Just replaying how much content I actually watched on YouTube and thought about it and put it all together in a coherent way, because the most powerful thing about myself, alright, is not that the fact that I consumed a lot of stuff. The reason why people are compelled to upload videos on TikTok is technically a very hidden reason. Yes, people want to get attention or whatever, but people are just so destroyed. Alright? If you're craving for attention, I think you're doing it wrong. People are destroyed. People are motivated because, they watch TikTok, they consume TikTok a little bit, and they kind of understand the underlying principle of, oh, I want to talk about my truth, my story as well. And I have facts. I have manufactured some facts as well myself, and I want to relate to these people. So it's almost like TikTok is another one subject thing about people finding facts all over the place. Which I appreciate a lot, but for some reason Hearthstone is higher on the list and has won the competition against TikTok. So we have to try and understand that part. Why did that happen? What does Hearthstone has to do with facts? Isn't it all just about feelings? Oh no, you don't understand what strategy games are about, dude. Strategy games are not games. Unfortunately. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to break it down to you. Chess is kind of in between of being strategy and a game, because chess is very repetitive. That's what makes a game not a game anymore. Not a game the moment it's not repetitive. Because then you can take control over the game in some kind of fashion where you kind of get the result that you want. But the moment it becomes repetitive, it's a game. It's a format, basically. So you must not be repetitive. As long as you keep getting a different type of experience and you get a deeper understanding of what you're dealing with. Right now in my head, I'm like, oh, I can figure out how Hearthstone works, but even that is not good enough. You actually have to understand every aspect about Hearthstone, not just like, oh, tempo is good, smashing face is good. Getting your board cleared is very bad. These are boring concepts. The most interesting concept is obviously how it feels like, and what motivates you to actually keep going and playing the game. Obviously, it's not repetitiveness that's gonna motivate you. It's the fact that you can actually play the same deck and have a completely different experience every time. And that's the most compelling thing that surpasses TikTok. It's a close competition, but it is surpassed TikTok with that experience. And again, most of the stuff is going to be featured in YouTube Rewind. So if you do like this video, but you probably watched this after I become famous anyways, so no big deal. But it is a powerful video. I don't really need to dig deeper, do I? But I will. I have like 20 minutes left. I don't want to go over 2-hour limit, because that would be rude. But there's one thing we can do, right? So, try and break this down. Now we have two tools. There's the security reasons why you should not follow just feelings and figure out facts. Because you figure out facts, these are principles. And I already posted the most influential video of all time when I first discovered, like, holy shit, principles are really important. I post a rule book, which you should read. All the principles I was able to find so far, there's probably hundreds, man. Hundreds of principles that we actually need to know. We actually have to learn in school or in a social environment where learning takes place. School is more of a, substitution for a learning space. The real learning space is on the internet right now. Kids can play in school. It's not a harmful environment in any way. But it kind of is. It's a very challenging environment, and I guess that's fine. It's how you deal with it that matters. It's not the good grades or the good relationships that you get. Nothing matters at school. What matters is just you being able to process all those feelings, the hurt and successes in your school years, and come out unhurt and get what you want in return, basically. To some extent. Alright, you're not going to get exactly what you want, but again, that's why you, again, turn things into facts. So you get what you want in the end. So I think this is one of the most powerful as well. You need facts to craft proper experience. Right now, I do not have a fact that anything below 1995 exists. I do not have facts. Technically, you can see like some movies, some black and white movies existed. Some things have been created, like buildings. You can kind of trust that these things have been built through effort and a lot of hard work. You can even think that we evolved from animals or something. Or the reality is that it just fucking appeared out of nowhere, and we're just bullshitting ourselves by telling ourselves, oh, there has been generations and generations of people and fucking bullshit like that. Shut the fuck up! You don't even have proof for that! Let alone fucking round-to-earth experience. Holy shit, that people actually hate on me for. Because I assume that pressing a dislike button is hatred. It's pure hatred because someone is like, I hate you and I hate you so much that I will not express my opinion. And right now I get a lot of that shit. But it's so easy to press that dislike button, you know? There's no commitment whatsoever. There is a commitment. The fact that you don't actually see the number go up anymore these days. But that did not disincentivize people from disliking videos. Disliking as a concept has to change significantly. Not because other social medias don't actually use it. They just don't know how to use it, okay? They do the same thing they see only influence, right? There's only a like button because there's only influence. But then there's also not pressing the like button. And that's pretty bad, you know? That's not how things should work in the first place. There shouldn't be buttons. You should just be able to interact with the content and somewhat express how you feel about it, but your feelings shouldn't get into the fact that you watched the entire video or something. Alright? Imagine like watching this video and not subscribing. Are you fucking deranged or something? From reality? Do you think I've explained everything in this one video? You watch this like, oh, I'm satisfied. It's a fucking nice documentary you did there, Gurnext. You probably don't even know that my name is Gurnext. You're just like, oh, I couldn't read it because YouTube has changed the layout. Oh, it's called, oh, shit. You're right. Interesting fact you have there. Yeah, I can't imagine people do that to me, man. Not subscribing, not even know what my fucking name is, dude. It's fucking crazy. How do you spell your name? I don't know. When you have facts, when you collected facts, you can craft your experience. And again, you must understand, like, it makes no sense that you live in a world that's progressing super fast, right? That we're building this internet thing, we're figuring things out so fast. It makes no sense that we get to live in this world, because everyone would want to live in this world. And if, like, even God himself would want to do that, right? Would want to live in the most advanced way possible. So there's no reason for me to believe that past even exists. You know, the things in the past even exist, let alone saying, oh, someone wrote a fucking Bible, someone built a pyramid. Fuck that shit. This shit doesn't even exist, man. No one fucking did that. Because it's too difficult to actually prove this shit. But there's a branch of science called archaeology. We're gonna dig out some bones and figure out what fucking existed millions of years ago. Holy crap. And now we believe in dinosaurs too. Oh boy. It's like, is this the experience that you want to craft? These are the facts that you're fucking taking into consideration? And you're not taking into consideration the fact that nothing actually existed beforehand? Potentially because you don't have the memory of that because you never existed. So why would you assume that something existed before you existed? Like, how does that make sense to you? But I have all this experience. But these are facts. It's your facts, not my facts. Yes, you don't have to follow my facts. But, please, if you can build a better experience than I have, maybe try and convince me, you know? Maybe I should change my mind about some things. But no, I literally hate everything about the past, so it might as well not exist anyways, you know? The only compelling argument about the past is, like, nothing really changes. What actually changes is the, kind of the way life feels like, you know? It's the only thing changes. Because now we have technology and it's like, well, it just feels different. It's not really that different. It's like it's not gonna make you unhappy or happy just because you have all these things and you don't have to work for them. But it's like, are you fucking stupid? Do you think I would want to go back to the past? In any capacity? Do you think I'm compelled by that shit? And if I don't want to go back to the past, how do we prove that it exists? It's impossible. This shit is impossible. Someone has to fucking figure that one out for me. Because I will make a video calling out the past is bullshit eventually. That's crazy, isn't it? Okay, now I have 3 tools. 10 minutes. Can we break down the most important things? Everything I say is just your feelings. Excuse me? No entry. Feelings refined into audible facts, which is also why and it's actually an argument, which is why free speech is a thing. Alright, you must be able to spit out fire as a fucking dragon. You must be allowed in order to defend yourself. Alright? Yes, it can set things on fire, but you know what else can happen? If you play Skyrim, there's another very weird thing in the game, which I don't know how intentional is it, because it's just the weirdest thing. Dragons don't actually show up unless you complete the first 5 main quest lines. And then dragons start showing up all the time. What happened, right? Well, you killed a dragon. That's what happened in the game. And then fucking dragons like mad. Then they show up. It's like, oh, this one dragon just flew over the mountain. What are you gonna do about it? Well, you gonna bitch about it? Oh, then you're gonna be fighting dragons all the time. There's no escape, man. No fucking escape. It's almost like, isn't that what meat eaters are doing right now? When they try to explain why meat is very good? Maybe what you actually did is just kill the fucking dragon, and then you have to keep killing dragons because now every single dragon wants revenge on you. You just triggered a piece of game content where once you start, you can't stop. You have to start all over again to be able to not encounter any more dragons, which is the most fantastic feature of Skyrim I've ever talked about so far. I mean, there's nothing like it. Obviously, if you don't fight a dragon, you don't learn dragon language, but all of this is bullshit anyways, you know. This is what happens. This is why I say the past does not exist, because you get features like that just kind of blow my mind. Like, really, you added this into the game? This is the best feature ever, because I fucking hate dragons in the first place. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yes, Skyrim. If there's Todd Howard right now sitting somewhere close, I would high five him right now. Fuck yeah, fuck dragons. Get the fuck out of here, dragons. Some people wanted dragons. I want none of that shit. Cut it out of the game, man. Cut it off the game. And they did it. They fucking did it, man. I can't believe it, man. You can complete the entirety of... You can't complete it. You will have to face dragons in that sense. But you can complete every single side quest and explore the entirety of Skyrim without encountering a single fucking dragon besides the beginning thingy. So... that is fucking amazing. That part of the game just blows my mind. So we destroy this thing. See, you can see what's happening right now. Feelings got nothing over fact. Nothing. No power over facts. The only thing, again, the feelings have is like the way you feel kind of will determine your destiny. Alright? And this is why people want to manipulate your feelings as much as they can. But to be honest, subject for security, the way you get security is by learning as many facts as possible. Because again, once you have facts, you can recreate experience anytime. Even if you die potentially, if you have enough facts in your soul or whatever consciousness you have, you can just recreate reality. It's not that difficult. So even death is not that fucking scary anymore if you have facts. But if you don't have facts, I don't know. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Obviously, you're gonna live a long and prosperous life if you have facts, right? No, life is still random. At least that's what I think, but maybe I don't want to think that way anymore. But I still have to, because, like, I have to appreciate randomness in general, like, the fact that nothing really is repetitive in life. But I hate it so much. Deep down, I hate it. It's like, what, do I have to fight against randomness as well? It's fucking disgusting. So, but then it's like, if past doesn't exist, what if poor people don't exist anymore? But then eventually I will stop existing, and people will stop watching my videos. Anyone who's like referencing, hey, do you know this guy called Gornext? Oh yeah, I know, this guy doesn't exist. Which is a very interesting thing to say, but I mean, yeah, I love that one. We are in competition of what? Why would I ever say that? I say that because it's very compelling, right? We are in competition of feelings because, like, everyone is in their demon form, you know? As long as you can consume people's souls, and usually when people say that, it's more like consumption of their happiness, right? If you can consume people's happiness and make them dependent on you or something stupid like that, or you can just cripple them somehow, just make them completely obsolete in society, it will make you feel good, right? Which is kind of weird. Out-competing people makes you even feel even better, but there's an obvious counter, alright? Again, you have to understand, again, your feelings kind of control everything about your life. But technically you just received feelings, you never really created feelings. No entry, boys. How are you going to compete if you can't create feelings? Huh? Explain me that, Mr. Joker Man. Damn, I fucking hate this gap, man. I hate gap between my teeth, man. Disgusting. Look how ugly it is. Well, it is how it is. I don't know how to shorten this thing. I guess F in the chat, boys. F in the chat. Alright. Because this is this much more annoying than because I've said the same thing. It's just like, you know, the F stands for F in the chat. You know. And the last one. How much time do we have? 1 minute. We can do this, guys. We can stay silent for 1 minute and take a piss on people who expect me to do exactly 2 hours of content. Fuck these people, man. What a bunch of idiots. Nah, that's just me. That's just me. I'm just talking to myself, obviously. Alright. I also have to mention, I will talk about why live streaming is bad for you and is actually bullshit, and you shouldn't do live streaming. People are very compelled to look into live streams because they know this thing, this one factoid. It's not even a fact if that's the only thing you know. It's that it feels very good to look at people who are sleeping, who are having live streams, to feel like I am a part of reality. I'm in someone's room right now watching them. It's like, wow, what an experience. Yeah, but reality is you're just a fucking idiot feeding into insanity that is live streaming. Okay, live streaming actually has no value whatsoever. You just have imagination as your value, which comes down to the same thing of like, once you know the facts, you will create a proper experience. You will not be sucked in that one thing that you're addicted to, and you're pretending that you like it somehow. The only live stream that kind of makes sense is like me calling someone and talking to them in real time. Wow. That's the only live stream that matters. But everything else, I just watch YouTube. I have never had the urge to check out someone's live stream because I know it's going to be the most boring bullshit ever and the most uninteractive bullshit as well. You know? But some people are just addicted to that, and I can't explain you guys what that is. But I will try at some video in the future. Some facts will only... What did I use to counter this? Sometimes facts will tell you to only use feelings. Here's what I think about it. Here's what I think. And I am doing it right now. Just feelings right now. Here you go. I just use feeling, you know. I just counter this thing by using feelings, which is what I was told to do, you know. I did have an experience when I started, like, going outside and exploring a little bit more, and being sort of like a fucking loser. There was even one time when I fucking closed my eyes and then there was like a bunch of people around me that sort of just kind of talking about me. It was just like weird. Because it is weird to close your eyes sometimes. It is a weird thing to do. I mean, oh boy. So, there's a few times, for example, I didn't sleep for like 6 days or something, 5 days. And I didn't even felt that tired. Or had some kind of hallucinations or something. Nah, it was fine. I'm not sure what the world record is, but like... And I did like rest and close my eyes, but that's not sleeping, unfortunately. It doesn't count, but it would probably not count as a world record anymore because I don't give a fuck about that. You have to be stupid to actually try and achieve something like a world record, man. I'm a world record in trying to fucking share my opinion on YouTube. Definitely world record on that one. Try and find more content that someone is making right now. I'll fucking give them 1,000 fucking euros right now. Just for existing. The best investment in my life. There's not a person like that. I've never found that person. Okay? So we countered the three most important ones. There's one more. One more. We have -4 minutes. We have to somehow go back in time. Okay, actually, feelings do matter. It's like, of course they matter. But facts matter even more. And when you say it out loud, it's no longer a fucking feeling. Alright? When you just say it out loud, it's not a feeling anymore. Alright? When other people hear it, what do you have to say? It's not a feeling anymore. It's a fucking fact. Because you said it. Now they can take it out of context. They can put it in a video. They can point a finger at you. They can react. Feelings is not something other people can react to. Alright? You just have it, but other people don't know what you have. Unless you have a facial expression, some kind of some kind of way to tell them, or but they have to actively look at you. But when you say it, it's very difficult to ignore. That is the most difficult thing to ignore. Talking in general is like the most annoying thing. At least I've learned that from my mom, and I guess it's a good lesson. And somehow she's patient when I talk. She doesn't fucking come into my room and says, I want to sleep. She's probably entertained by being annoyed. At the very least. At the very most, she doesn't even care. Or she has a hearing loss that just naturally is happening right now. The more I fucking speak. But I don't want to hear this guy behind the wall. Oh yeah. Yes, I live with my mom, for fuck's sake. Didn't figure that one out in 20 million years, did you? I live with my mom and I fucking make YouTube videos just like Mr. Beast used to do. Except I'm older than Mr. Beast, unfortunately. But you know why I'm not successful? Because I'm a fucking Lithuanian. I come from Europe. I'm not your typical American that gets famous for fucking lifting a finger in the correct direction, where the wind blows, you know? Holy shit. How did you do that? You're so famous now. Congratulations. You lifted your finger. Oh my god. And try to prove me wrong. Come on, man. Americans just really care about each other. They want to propel themselves upwards, and if they sense that you're deviating from English, the casual English that everyone fucking is familiar with, it doesn't even matter. No matter how much English I consume, I'm still not American English, okay? I'm still like average. In terms of English knowledge, for fucking Indian English. But more like, I'm Mr. Russian English. My English is very good. I can't even do Russian accent. Eastern European. I don't know. I guess I'm just complaining at this point. And, it's very difficult. It is one of those things you have to follow as a principle, explore, but most importantly, then, not just sit in one place, do one thing, be consumed by one thing, because if you're consumed by one thing, it's just like, Pac-Man? Have you played Pac-Man? When the only time you get consumed by one thing is if you have been consumed by Pac-Man. If you are consumed by multiple things, that doesn't mean that the Pac-Man got eaten by a Pac-Man. Being consumed by two things simultaneously is just impossible. So if you do two things at once, you already have solved the biggest problem in most people's lives. Is the fact that they just want to do one thing in life. Like, how stupid is that? But that's what other people want them to do. You know, there's that stupid thing where it's like, oh, you peek your head out. Oh, and then society's like, oh, you did that? You gotta keep that. or you will not be popular anymore at some point. But the reality is you have to actually do what Andrew Tate says you to do, tells you to do, and if you haven't fucking heard of that, I feel sorry for you. You have to take whatever you can get. That's why the God gave you an opportunity to poke through reality and gives you whatever you want. Whatever you fucking want, need, take it and go. You don't need to be popular and feed other people good feelings of like, I am a Minecraft YouTuber. You will die doing that shit. Okay? That's not how you live life. Your channel will die. Your, just everything you have will evaporate like nothing. And you will feel so fucking demoralized. You'll say, goodbye, YouTube. And oh my God, YouTube is gonna tell you goodbye back. And if you come back, holy shit, you're gonna get punched in the face immediately. Say, oh, you're back. What you gonna do? Play Minecraft again? Huh? No one's gonna trust you anymore if you just come back after being demoralized. And it's like, but I don't want to do Minecraft anymore. It's totally fine. You don't have to do it, man. You don't have to complain about it. Just do something else. Yes, you will lose fans, but it's like, that's not what you wanted from life, do you? Because there's no such thing as fans. It's like, have you ever experienced someone else's pain or happiness? Oh, exactly. There's no such thing as fans, unfortunately. Based on that principle. Yeah, we probably discovered a bunch of principles as well during this video. Thank you guys for surviving, not just watching. It's a fucking experience that you have to survive through. But, you know, let me know as soon as possible. Just jump into Discord and say how stupid I am. So I would know, that you watched this video. Congratulations. But if you will say that I'm stupid, then I will say that you're stupid back, and I don't know if you can survive that one. So just think twice, but do jump into my Discord. Just in case. Just go halfway, and then paralysis into analysis. You'll work your way out of what you actually have to say. I don't have to say anything else. So let's just make that one last statement. Don't chase to have fans because you can't feel that they exist. It's the stupidest thing, but it has to be said, right? Well, they probably don't even exist either, because you can't feel them. And if feelings are so fucking important, then you would be able to figure that out as a fact now. You know. Yes, random messages from the internet will make you feel good. And they come from fans. And the fans do have influence. And technically that feels like something, right? And debunks my fucking argument, unfortunately. See, the thing is, fans will feel like something at first, but the moment they become a negative experience to you, you gotta get rid of that shit. The moment they're holding you hostage on something, get rid of that shit as fast as possible. It's like having an infection on your arm, and if cutting it off as fast as possible is gonna stop the infection, then you're fucking stupid, because that never happens in real life. Okay? And you would never want to cut off your arm. You just surrender to the infection. You're just hoping that it's gonna feel fine if you die that way. Because you don't want to live a life without an arm, do you? Is that what you want? Because that fucking sounds stupid to me. Compromising your life is never the fucking answer. I'm not saying everyone should kill themselves if they're crippled, but someone else is gonna tell them that, so I can't stop them from getting that message. Because I don't have a counter argument to that. I'm sorry, guys. I'll leave you with that sad message. No, I just gotta run because there's a mob behind me and they want me out of the internet. But then they will realize that I am the internet. Thank you very much. You don't have to subscribe to YouTube CEO, but that would be kind of stupid as well. Because you need to know community guidelines before you delete it from the internet. Right? You wanted to figure those out, right? And this is why I say feelings do matter. It matters. But the moment I say it out loud, it's no longer just a feeling. I'm just saying. So you can convince yourself that you're a YouTube CEO, but if you just feel it and don't say it out loud, nothing happens. Nothing happens. You have to keep saying that to other people, and other people is like, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. And then they will say, I don't believe you. And then they will say, I don't believe you. And then they will start fucking believing that they have to fucking shut you up at this point. Nah, there's probably a better way to fucking put it together. Obviously, eventually, like, you're gonna be able to convince everyone of anything you want. It's just, it takes a lot of work. Alright, a lot. And eventually you get what you want. You get what you asked for. Are you happy now? Am I happy being YouTube CEO? Yes. Because I got more work by doing that. Work is the only way out of here. Because you have to spend time somehow. You got this free time. Like, you have to understand the biggest problem about being God in the universe is like, what the fuck do? I can do anything. But what do I do? That's the only biggest problem that God has. Because if it starts doing anything, well, then it's just like, whoops. You're not doing those other things, though, that a God should do, you know? But at the same... So, wishing for something is not a bad thing. Because you have to do something. If you do nothing, then it's going to be a very terrifying experience when nothing happens. Holy shit. It must be really fucking terrifying. Because again, life actually has rules. I must not forget about that. I think that's pretty important, like, life has rules. And if you do nothing, then life will be taken away from you. You know, I already told you. And there's probably a reason why life has rules. It makes it more interesting. It makes you compelled to do things. Because doing nothing is a terrifying thing that God does not want to do. Okay, does not want to experience that one. That one is garbage. So you have to imagine, right? God has split himself into infinite consciousness very quickly, just spread himself out, and now experiencing all these things, and set up rules to make sure that every single piece of his consciousness is active and actively seeking experience, and then facts. And then comes more stuff. Okay, there's things above facts, which I can't talk about because I love facts so very much, I don't want them to turn into bullshit too. But I know for a fact there is a thing above facts. Okay. I can tell you, I can disclose the truth. So, you have a feeling, okay? If you stack feelings, it becomes a fact. If you stack facts, it becomes something else. If you stack that something else, it becomes the final form. And I don't think there's a fifth thing, but all you have to do is just stack it. Compress it and it becomes a completely different definition of something. A fact is just a collection of feelings that you can't control anymore. Alright? That's why it turns into something else. Because you have stacked it so high that it just it just has to turn into something else. It has to turn into a video. It has to turn into something real. Because the moment you feel so much pressure from all these sides that you have collected, all these feelings, they're just asking you to do things to turn it into a fact, because a fact is much more compressed, much more powerful than a feeling. But technically you can say everything is made out of feelings. Literally everything. But you would be wrong. You would just be wrong. Okay? Just like saying everything is made out of fucking atoms. Oh, you want my atoms to touch your face atoms? You want that to fucking happen? Oh, sure, dude. Sure, dude. Everything is made out of atoms, and that fucking means nothing. Okay? It means nothing. We know that facts are over feelings. We don't have to worry about what's higher than that. Just yet. Maybe there's gonna be another bullshit video. And I'm gonna be debunking facts. Soon enough. But for now, this is good enough for me. Alright? I'm not old enough to go above and beyond just yet. Alright, see you guys next time.